Hello, I'm Tim Beggins, president of Elk Trading Company. In this, the midweek natural gas report, natural gas prices are down. We're now looking at the July contract, which will be spot tomorrow. So again, today is the expiration of the June contract. For the July contract, we're down to 367.30, down 7.1 cents or 1.9%. As you can see, we're going to continue to use the Bollinger Bands to give us an idea of how this market will continue to oscillate between the two bands. So on the downside, we're looking at 350 basically, and the upside just under 410 with the daily pivot today at 379.90. So we're below that. And let's take a look at the hourly chart. Did have some up and down movement last night here. As you can see, we did see prices push out to the upper resistance here at 382.60. Currently, we did get above that at 383.20, but now we're continuing to trend lower below the daily pivot, which happens to be at 372.5. And right now we've got first support at 364.4. Below that, well below that, would be another support at 354.30. Let's take a look at the front to back spreads. As you can see, we're going to look at the Jan versus July contract right now. And as you can see, we're trying to trend here toward 140. That will be our first resistance level on this particular spread. And let's look at the Jan versus the October spread. Again, this is pushing out. We're currently up 8 ticks today, currently trading at 114 on the spread between Oct and Jan. The temperature outlook, well, it's a little bit better. It's a little bit warmer for the eastern half of the country. Some below normal temperatures here, looking at both Texas, Florida, and now New England. So that's important to see if we push demand further higher. But in the meantime, we've got a lot of rain in Texas today, down here near Houston, all the way down to the coast. We've got some major thunderstorms, and that includes areas all the way north around Dallas, Fort Worth. And let's take a look at the tropics because June 1st begins the Atlantic hurricane season. And as you can see here from NOAA, it looks like it's going to be quiet for the first week of June. But then as we get into the second week, June 11th through the 17th, we now have about a better than 20% chance of some activity forming in the Gulf of America / Mexico or around the Belize and Guatemala, Honduras area. So let's take a look at the drought. The drought continues to expand here. This was issued last week, but the drought now is also encompassing areas. Again, Florida is starting to get an extreme drought here in parts. And again, that drought is expanding from San Antonio all the way back to California. So this will probably give us some more air conditioning load as temperatures begin to rise. And let's take a glance at the ERCOT region right now. As you can see, really, it's a low demand period today because of the rain. We're only looking at about 64,000, maybe only 63,000, but wind is down. Wind continues to be a little bit underperforming here, and we're only going to be about 26,000 combined for renewables at the peak this afternoon, around 1 to 2 o'clock this afternoon. So let's take a look at the stocks for the oil and gas E&P sector. These are our continued stocks that have mid cap between $2 and $10 billion and a short float over 10%. Again, the same names basically. Well, actually, we've got Civitas now coming in here, Civitas Resources at CIVI, but we continue to have now the same other 6 parties that we put in here. And let's take a look at where we are on the maps. So right now, we're kind of mixed bag for the 1 day, but for the week, let's take a look at the 1 week performance. Really only CRK, which is Comstock Resources, is positive at 1.53%. Apache just barely positive, and Civitas Resources really almost just unchanged. The rest of them are down basically because of the weakness in the crude oil market. And again, recapping here for July, natural gas, which will be spot tomorrow. Natural gas prices currently trading at 366.5, down 7.9 cents or 2.11%. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for listening. We'll see you soon.